Boom. I stand here. Am I in the right place? Yes, I am. Good stuff. Let me just quickly. Around till 5 PM on YouTube and TikTok. Come join. YouTube.com. Oh god, YouTube.com/Matador Darts. TikTok or TinTok, that's not what it is. TikTok.com/@Matador Darts. Boom. That'll go out in a second. Hopefully we're all good. Darren, how's it going, mate? Hope you're all good. I was going to stream last night, but I didn't get a chance in the end, so going live now, just for 40 minutes or so. Right, let me restart this. Where am I? Abort the game. Rematch. I don't think my audio wants to work on me. Scolia again, as always. Let me refresh the page and then it should work. We are all good. Let me accept cookies, because it always does that. And we'll see how we go.
$43.
There it is. We're back.
40.
Cheers for sharing the live, Darren, much appreciated. I've got a
36.
something pretty cool going on at the minute. I can't really say anything about
26.
it now, but hopefully in the next couple of days should be able to. I'm
80.
I've just booked today to go to the ADC Championship Tour in Aylesbury next
21.
month as well, so a month today. 2 events on the Saturday, 2 events on the Sunday. I won't be there for the warm-up events, but
58.
not the end of the world. I haven't set my stream up
41.
because I was testing some LED lights back there the other day. They looked alright, to be fair. I might change it in a second. Ooh.
55. 60. 99.
I was having a little chuck with some Phil Taylor Gen 6s earlier. I was throwing them alright, actually.
45.
I've been told that's the sort of
You
stuff that
require
suit me,
130.
but I'm just so stuck in my ways with these straight barrels, especially if I'm throwing like
Game
that.
shot.
You know what I mean? Throwing checkouts like that. Why would I want to change darts?
60.
There's tomorrow's or tonight's TikTok sorted.
100.
Cheers for the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're up to 362 likes.
95.
NCL Leo, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Rob, how's it going, mate? Thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to be trying to... I'm just going to have a little 501 and then I might play some games on Go Darts Pro, actually. Oh,
141.
just because I want to do some actual practice ahead of next month, because I've been playing
60.
well at like Super League and stuff. Around about a 70 average, but I reckon I can just bump that up a little bit before we head off to ADC next month. And then I might be able to get a few wins under my belt with a nice draw. Obviously there's some very good players that play in it.
45.
Ross, how's it going, mate? What flight systems am I using?
80.
I am using L-Style, just L-Style Pros, L3 with short L-Style shafts, and then I use the premium champagne caps, which are made of metal, just so you don't get Robin Hoods. I've been using these since August time. They've been working pretty well, so yeah, not going to be changed anytime soon. Oh, just go
26.
on left 170. This is the Scolia, so it's not an app. It is a
60.
like a software website for the Scolia system, which is my light ring, which you can't see. It has 3 cameras on it, and it syncs up to that.
$137.
My hands are absolutely freezing, but I seem to be throwing all right, so
84.
can't complain.
You require 52. Game shot.
What's going on? Ben, thank you for the follow. Ryan, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Might come down to Bradmore next tour event just down the road from me. Nice, mate. Yeah, the next one's on the 7th of February, so there's only a month away, but there's only 31 entries at the minute from when I registered earlier. I assume a lot of that will bump up after today when Q School's finished. For a lot of people.
$60.
Is my throwing camera a bit choppy, or is it me? I don't know if it,
81.
Did you set FPS on this? Probably been asked this before. What's the pros and cons of the setup compared to K-Flex? So L-Style is much less rigid. That's a pro in my books. For me anyway, for someone who throws
41.
pretty flat, as you can see my darts are relatively flat in the board. If I get another dart that comes in and goes like that, if I've got a rigid setup, it's going to clash off the back of the flights. But if your darts stand up more, like that, K-Flex are pretty good, because it's very unlikely you're going to come in at such a high angle. You'll probably crash into them like Luke Littler does. He sort of comes into them like that rather than dropping through. So that's the main pros and cons, is the
60.
how you use a deflection or how you like the darts to sit. The other thing with L-Styles, for me personally, just more customization options. If you like a tinker, L-Style's good for that. And also I think the system as a whole just is more similar to a normal flight and stem, which is what I would prefer. If L-Style didn't exist, I'd use a normal flight and stem over a K-Flex. The con of the L-Style is probably that it's a bit more expensive if you want the full setup.
85.
If you want flight stem and metal champagne cap, you're looking at
100.
probably about 13 quid. Thomas, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. $3.15. Oh,
129.
Trying to set it up.
60.
Yeah, I get bounce outs for these as well, just not as many. Like I say, because my darts land more flat, it's just sort of, I prefer to use a sort of less rigid system. I did use K-Flex for
66.
a pretty long time, probably a year or so, and then I was using Condors before that, which are very similar.
55.
Then
You require
I was using normal
120.
flights from probably about February, March time this year for a few months, and then I got sent some L-Style stuff to send out, to try out, and in the first game I played with them I averaged 81, which was my best average ever. So I've just stuck with them since then. I've been playing some good stuff. Been running at about 70 average in Super League, whereas before that it was probably about 45, 50. So, well actually no, it's probably more like 55, 60, but
60.
is it really delayed or just me? Is what really
60.
delayed?
You require 60.
What's delayed for you? because on my software I can't see anything. Oh, nowhere near.
40.
Everything looks fine.
65. You require 20.
Oh god. Oh, nowhere near.
10.
The live. What do you mean the live is delayed?
Game shot.
What part of the live is delayed?
60.
In fact, you sent a message 5 minutes ago and I've only just responded. It might have been that I missed it, mate, to be honest. If you sent the message about the L-Style stuff, I was actually responding to a YouTube comment, so it might have been that I was just indirectly responding and I missed the original comment.
60.
Your audio and stuff is after
45.
it happens on camera. Is that true? Is anyone getting that on YouTube or is it just TikTok? Because TikTok does look a bit... Audio's delayed a bit. Okay, let me try and sort that out. It probably would help if I closed a load of stuff. Another thing might be... Can I sort this stuff out while I'm doing it? Might be that. Let me get rid of that. FPS 30, yada yada. Oh, right, let me expand that up. My bad, guys. Let me just give me a second. Well, hey, you're watching the magic of live streaming. Somewhere about there, I think. Score's been shouted before it's happened on screen. Interesting. Okay. Let me have a watch while I'm doing it and see what's going on. Why has my thing been flipped? Is that better?
64.
I don't know why my camera's been flipped. Can I? That's more like it. There we go. Is that better?
100. $22.
I'm playing like rubbish now. I was playing really well.
60.
Because everything for me, in terms of visuals, looks good. Obviously, I can't hear my own audio.
$55.
But for me, I can see myself throwing and the darts hitting the board.
81.
Still delayed. Okay, right, let me... The live had a bit of a funny thing going thingy, so I'll just stop the live and then come back. Okay, let's try this again. Apparently there was an issue with internet connection on my last stream on TikTok. Hopefully YouTube's all good. Sorry I haven't responded on YouTube for a minute.
41.
All good on YouTube. I think that's a dartbot score. Maybe. We'll see.
43.
Because TikTok did look a bit laggy for me on my face cam, so it might be that. Might have to bring the quality down.
45.
Affected points, how's it going, mate? Fixed now, good stuff. Yeah, I think the problem was when I went to go live, it was like loading for ages, and then when it did come up, it said I'd been live for like 30 seconds, so I think it was probably a bit of a thing in that, like maybe the audio went live after the video or something. At least we're all good now.
60. 54. You require 154.
Oh dear.
45.
Thank you for following the full stop. You haven't got your full name on here, so.
8.
Yeah, it did say.
You require 109.
An issue with freezing, so it might have been that my camera froze.
39.
You're going to try and go Q-School and get a sore card? No. Well, you know, depends.
No score.
If I'm averaging like 80, 85 all the time, I'd
you
be silly
require
not to.
70. $38.
But yeah, I've said unless I'm averaging 75
Game
all the time,
shot.
I probably wouldn't go to Q-School. And even then, if I'm averaging 75 all the time, like if I'm on that borderline 75 average, I would want sponsors to take me there, rather than having to, unless I, you know, was well off. Something changed in my life where I had some money.
95. 60.
Ryan, how's it going, mate? Hope you're all good.
$100.
What do I do for a living at the moment? I am in marketing. I do marketing for a small
36.
company that help people get back to work when they've had long-term illnesses. I'm the only marketing person actually at the company. So, yeah, still early on in my
27.
career as such as a marketer, I suppose. I probably could go into a job at
100.
That would require me probably moving or commuting into like London
29.
and stuff, which for me is like a 2.5 hour train journey, or 2 hour drive. So a little bit far
100.
for a commute, unless it was a hybrid role. But I don't really like working from home all too much. So
85.
do I play in the league at all just for fun? I do. I have my own team in my
81.
local league, and I'm on the committee and sort of run the local league. And then I also play Super League in Suffolk for my hometown team. So
82.
what stem of flight am I using? I'm using the L-Style L3 Pro.
92.
So the ones
You
with the champagne
require
caps.
83.
Then I'm using premium champagne caps and white L-style shafts, and then my darts are my own Matador Darts True 95s. Have I ever played against Swanage? No. Is that, I don't know where that is. Is that London way? I'm not from that way. I play in Suffolk. Ooh, 41. Oh, that's terrible.
56.
In Dorset? Oh no, it's nowhere near me. The Spear 180, how's it going, mate?
8.
Do I play county men's? I don't.
You require
With
27.
how I've played this season, I probably could for some counties in the lower divisions, but Suffolk are in the Premier this season, and there's a lot of people playing well at the minute, so not really going to get a
Game
chance,
shot.
unfortunately. Yes, Mr. Pearson, how's it going, son? I saw that this morning. I didn't actually respond to it, but yeah, I did see that this morning. Josh Pearson has been a fan. Well, I wouldn't say a fan, but me and Josh have mutually followed each other and supported each other for a fair few years now. Before Josh was big time. How's the darts going? All good. They were actually going really well the first 2 legs of that game I just played until I had to mess about with my audio settings and stuff. They're 3 players who play for England. Yeah, so I've not. What's the new darts today? Nice. What did you order? Yeah, Suffolk's youth team's a joke. I think I would say there's probably 5 youth players in the Suffolk boys team that could probably play senior county. Maybe more. You've got Alfie and Lewis Cook, both very good players. Arthur Alston's very good. He could play senior men's county. Ollie Bull, very good, could play senior men's county. Lennon Wharf, who I play with on a Tuesday, very good, could play senior men's county. So there's 5. I don't know if Ruby Gray plays youth anymore, but she plays women's county and plays for England. One of my friends, Jordan Closey, plays senior county with Jaden Walker. Yeah, I know Jaden. Joining next season, nice. BCFE after, how's it going? Lewis Cook's incredible lad I played. Yeah, he's very good. He averaged like 29 last night at Super League. 28. I think him and Alfie both averaged 28 something. I didn't have a game last night, but yeah, very good. He had a 30 average against me. Wow. What game? A darts game. A game of darts, which I've just finished. Our fusion's good. They can be, if they're for you, they are absolutely good. If you like a rigid flight system, then fusions might work for you. Obviously there are other moulded systems which are similar. Condor, K-Flex all perform relatively similarly. It just depends what you prefer. Wesley plays your throw. Darts referee. I know the darts referee. I use K-Flex personally. I used to use K-Flex, but I do not anymore. Taylor, how's it going, mate? Fine stem shape in the fusion makes my dart less stable. Yes, that is one thing. I actually done a comparison last year. Was it last year or 2024? It might have been 2024. Of all of the moulded all-in-one flight and stem systems, or all of the popular ones as such, at that time. So Fusions was one of them, K-Flex was one of them, Condor was one of them, Q-Sol, and I think one of the things I said about the Fusions was especially if you go for the longer lengths, the stem is narrower, which makes your darts less stable. Try and do as many volts this week as possible because I'm close to the modus qualifiers. Nice, mate. Jamie, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't really play in any volts. Well, I've never played in a volt. I'm thinking about starting playing volts in the summer when Super League stops. I still want to play locally because I'm captain of a team, and I also run the league, so I can't really stop playing. I mean, I could stop playing and then just run it without playing, but it seems a bit pointless. The problem is the closest vault to me is like 20-30 minutes away, and I think the one 20 minutes away doesn't really get many entries, so I don't think they get the full points. Which, if I'm going to one vault a week, you kind of want to be playing for 4 points, really. Bill, thank you for the follow. I reckon they're the best competitions for semi-pros. I think vaults, it's weird, isn't it? I think if you're going, there's enough local opens, I think, in most areas now, which are your best bets, because they're similar to like your actual like PDC, ADC, like big tournaments, WDF, like straight knockout, and that's what you want to get used to. You want to get used to turning up and being at your best in that very first game, because the vaults allow you to warm up, and also it's best of 3. So like, I mean, if you're not warm, you'll lose because it's best of 3. But also, you could easily lose to someone who just pulls out the game of their life over 3 legs. So yeah, like I say, big knockouts are better. Morgan, thank you for the follow. Such a lovely throw. Thank you. It's unfortunate it doesn't quite turn into the best results, but we work with it. Danny, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. How's Harry's board holding up? Lovely looking board. It is holding up pretty well. Probably one of the better boards I've used. Can you please explain how the Q-School format works still find it confusing. So, ignore UK and EU because they're basically the same, it's just two different regions for the same tournament effectively. So, stage 1, which ends today, so you've had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is a straight knockout tournament every day for 3 days. Everyone who reaches the last 16 in those knockout tournaments every day will automatically go to stage 2. And then, out of everyone else who hasn't automatically qualified by reaching the last 16, there's a points table. If you get high enough on the points table, you also qualify for the final stage, stage 2. In stage 2, there's 128 players, straight knockout every day. The last something, I think, or maybe the winner, wins a tour card outright. And obviously they don't have to play. So then what happens is the next day there's 128 players and they top it up from the next player down the list in stage 1. And then the winner on that day wins a tour card. And then at the end of stage 2, which is I think 4 days or 5 days, 4 days I think, there's also a table similar to stage 1 and then they also go through. Kian, thank you for the follow. Mark, how's it going? Got a thing with Daniel Paul on 17th. Nice mate, hopefully it all goes well. I've gained a lot more respect for Dan recently, just because I think beforehand he reminded me very much of, I mean he definitely knows his stuff, but also he was very against doing the coaching courses, and I was like, if there's a qualification done by the governing body, I suppose, well not the governing body, but you know, the PDPA, he didn't really want to do it. And then Glenn Durrant said, well, if you want to take yourself serious as a coach, you've got to do it. And he did it, which, so fair play to him. But it's the same as anything, isn't it? Like, if you have a job, like for me, marketing, I've never done any proper marketing qualifications, but I want to, because then it progresses my career. Even if I already know all the stuff, like having that against my name does progress your career. Because then you can, like, you know, probably bargain for a higher fee if you're coaching because you're an accredited coach and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyway, let's play another game, shall we? Let's just do another best of 5. What do I average? At home, probably about 60-ish. When I'm playing out and about, probably closer to 70, which is really strange because people often play better at home than they do out and about, but not me. That's also because a lot of the time at home I'm either in and out of the room, I have a child walking about my legs, or just not fully focused like I am on stream.
60.
I mean, if I really focus, it means I won't talk, which isn't entertaining for anyone who's watching a live stream. So, but I can try my best. My hands are absolutely freezing.
100.
What is my dart stance? I'm going to be doing a YouTube video on all that sort of stuff coming up soon, but I basically stand foot pretty much toe, like straight toe to the oche, but I stand slightly to the right, but my toes point up with the treble 20, and then my back foot is sort of like 90 degrees nearly, sort of going that way, so my legs are like that, but it's quite close to my back foot to give me a bit of extra stability, because if it's too far back, you're a bit sort of like trying to reach, but also if it's too close, you're too far forwards. And then I just sort of, you know, lean into it and just bring my hand up and throw. Can't do it without looking silly.
46.
But yeah, and then just try and keep it rhythm from there. If I wasn't using custom barrels, what barrels would I use?
125.
Well, I was using Red Dragon Dragonfly 3s before I used these. But I also think if I wasn't using custom darts, I'd be more tempted to change shape, because I've been told, and I think I know, the bomb shape barrel suit
121.
But I don't want to change because I'm still playing alright with my own darts.
100.
Maybe one day I'll change, but oh dear.
34.
How long are my custom darts? They are 48.3mm long.
Game shot.
There's been 15 darted by a personalised bot. That was the last time I had a 15 dart leg. Probably at Super League the other week, actually.
45.
No Q school. You mean for me or just in the stream?
100.
Because I am not good enough to go to Q school. And don't have the money to go to Q school.
$100.
Maybe one day we'll go to Q school. If I'm ever averaging 75 or more,
26.
then I'll think about it on a consistent level. But again, it needs the money to do it. Because all in all, for the cost of like, if you get stage 2,
60.
if you get stage 2, you're in Milton Keynes for a week. Now I'm not actually that far
55.
from Milton Keynes, but probably just about too far to warrant having a hotel.
60.
What is my favourite double? My favourite double, I don't really have one, to be honest.
22.
I leave tops more often than double 16, I think. So if I'm on like 45, oh no, 45 is a different one. If I'm on like 47, I'll probably go 7 tops rather than 15.
60.
Double 16. But it kind of depends really how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling good on double
45.
16, I'll try and leave double 16 a bit more. The one thing I won't do is if I'm on 52 or something, I won't go to
85.
I'll always go somewhere where you can't bust, generally. So this is the Scolia, thank you, Finn.
26.
Finley. Yeah, this is the Scolia. So
You require
light
91.
ring, got 3 cameras on it, that syncs up to my laptop via Wi-Fi. And then that's how I play on the Scolia. Oh. Oh, shocking.
12.
What Swiss points do I use? You can follow games. I can do. I was going to jump off at 5. I'm not streaming for all too long, but I can give a game off this one.
100.
These are my own
You
custom
require
darts, Matador
79.
5s. I just use 35mm plain storm points. What they'll finish here.
54.
I'll be on in 10 if you still fancy it. I might be. Not sure.
72.
25.
You require 25.
Shocking.
17.
Yes, Tom, how's it going, mate?
35.
Your throw is really nice, but there's 0 consistency.
You require 8.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't
No
help that
score.
I am trying to talk at the same time to people and, read chat and everything. Which is why there's less
No
consistency. That's what I was saying earlier is
You
I
require
average more at Super
8.
League and in actual events than what I do playing at home and on stream.
Game shot.
Nick, how's it going, mate?
45.
Hope you've recovered from your alley-pally antics. It's not so bad for you, I suppose, because you can go home after each day, I imagine.
123.
Unlike Jesse, who had to stay in London for 3 weeks.
41.
I can barely put up with London for a day, so doing it for 3 weeks is some commitment.
41. 81. 99.
Did around 500,000 steps. Crazy. Also,
52.
it's brand new. It what was it? A couple of weeks now? A couple of weeks old? Just over 2 weeks? Oh no, it might be 3 weeks. Yeah, about 3 weeks old. I don't really use aggressive points either. And also, obviously, the camera's a bit removed from the board, so you're not going to see all the blemishes as such, but...
$43.
The pause is killing you the darts to hit the treble are rhythm darts where you don't pause.
43.
Not 100% true, because I actually pause more often when I'm not playing at home, and I throw so much better. Right, I'll show you mine. I'll try and show you my normal throw when I'm not playing at home, right? And hopefully it'll be more consistent. Just a trooper, that one was everywhere. Do you know how to throw stackers? I do. I can't really throw them because of the way I throw, because I really hold from the front. That's how I throw
100
at an event. And that was all nice and straight. Muscle memory is learnt through rhythm. It will never remember an action.
41.
There's plenty of good dart players out there.
You require 95.
Phil Taylor, literally the best player ever, had a pause in his throw. He literally went like this. Like that. I mean, could say exception to the rule, but that's everyone. There's so many people that have pauses in their throws.
$39.
And also, one thing I will recommend is to not coach people through TikTok.
36.
What gram darts? 23 gram. I use my own
You require 56.
custom darts, Matador darts, True 95s.
Game shot.
How do I hold the dart? I hold my dart at the front. So I've got two grip zones, front and back. I hold them at the front, and my finger just comes underneath like that, and then I throw. Obviously, I'm not standing in my proper stance, so I won't be able to throw it like I would normally. But what barrels inspired mine? The Red Dragon Dragonfly 3s. So they're a 95% tungsten dart, a little bit slimmer. I've got more cuts in mine because I just wanted a different pattern at the back, because my original ones were coated and had red and black paint.
45.
And stuff on, so there's more cuts, which means obviously there's more weight coming out of the dart, so mine are a bit thicker. But
$60.
my darts aren't available to buy, unfortunately. Why would you not throw the same
85.
home as what you do at events? What are you doing here? What are you doing here, Mr. Juicy Darts? Well, one, because when I'm playing on live, I just kind of want to throw. Like, I'm not. If I was like proper practicing, if like I had no one at home, no child, like nothing, mentally, I can throw the same. I mean, similar to now, but I'm obviously trying to talk. But it's one of those things. But also, when I play proper matches,
22.
my brain doesn't let me throw as fast as I want to. It's very
30.
weird. So I've learned to almost control the pause or control the throw. Also, last year I was struggling with a bit of dartitis due to elbow injury, which means
41.
I was having to learn how to control that pause because I was throwing the dart when I didn't want to.
60.
So like last year I would do this, right? I'd bring the dart back, because I used to go back, feather, bring it back, throw, like that. And it was at that pace. Then what happened was, struggle with elbow injury, and I'd do this. Same thing, bring it back, like that. It would be like a thing. So then my brain now tells me, don't throw it too quick. And I don't think it's subconscious. I don't think it consciously. I do it subconsciously. Even when I warm up before a game, I throw quicker than what I do in an actual match.
24.
Try it flowing right through with rhythm without a pause, just to see.
68.
Not how people can be. You play in Suffolk? I do play in Suffolk. What app is this? This is a Scolia, so it's a camera system and a sort of like website that it links up to. So if I wanted to throw, because I used to be very rhythmic, super rhythmic, but the other thing is being rhythmic also brings out the bad things in my technique, such as throwing to the left a lot. Ooh, bounce out.
80.
Do I play for Pot Black? I do.
43.
I do indeed. That's my normal throw.
140.
Right. They were in, but that's one throw.
60. You require 57. Game shot.
Sean, how's it going, mate? HB, thank you for the follow. What's in my league night case? 2 sets of darts. TH, thank you for the follow. So 2 sets of darts. So yeah, 2 full setups basically. I don't know where my case is. It's disappeared somewhere. So yeah, I'll have 2 sets of darts, 2 full setups, a couple of spare Swiss points, Swiss point tool, hand warmers, point sharpener, and that's probably about it. I am Kurt. That is me. Is it not in my TikTok name, or is it just Matador Darts on TikTok? I can't remember. Top draw just got 10 before my 3rd session of the day, and then 1 more after that. Nice, mate. I've had some online darts coaches coaching me through TikTok, which I'm sure you'll love, Sean. Telling me that, I mean, it might not be wrong, right? But being told that the pause in my throw is causing inconsistencies, which could be the case. You play for Lowestoft. Oh, nice, mate. Toby, thank you for the follow. Yeah. Being told that the pause in my backswing is causing inconsistencies, which it could do, but I think the inconsistencies come more from being rhythmic. And the one thing I've noticed so much more since having a slower. There's no method that fits all. There we go, Charlie Murphy. So when I'm rhythmic, right, and I'll do an extreme example, I'll lift my hand up and I'll throw, and I'll go across to pick up my next dart. And I'll do that, right? And I used to hit so many 5s, right? Now what I do is I'm much more deliberate, like every dart is focused. So it's not muscle memory, it's this dart has to go in this target and I'm going to use this one dart to throw at this one target and not think of it as a visit as such. Ooh. I mean, it wasn't a good score, right? Oh, thank you for the follow. Hi there, buddy. How many darts at the doubles to be considered a decent player? I mean, it kind of depends, isn't it, really? Because as much as people say averages don't matter, averages do matter in some sense because they tell you how many darts you're throwing. At least in legs that you win. How's the ball lasting? Really well, actually. TTV Sparky, thank you for the follow. I pause holding the dart out full length before pulling back. Yeah. But yeah, the ball's lasting really well. What was I saying? Your average is obviously how many darts you're throwing per match. It is an indicator of how well you're playing, but also not a good indicator. But you could be down to a double after 9 darts, then miss 6 darts at double and then pin 1, and you've still thrown a 16 dart leg, which is very good, like just under 100 average. So it's more about how many visits to the board you're having. Similarly, I can't remember who said it the other day, I think it was the difference between 93 and an 83 averages in one visit. Right, so an 83 average is 18 darts, and a 93 average is 16 darts. Then we can all hit trebles and doubles when it's doing it when it matters. 100%. So my biggest thing that I've learned from when I've been playing. Dan, how's it going? Yeah, so my biggest thing when I've been throwing is every dart needs to be deliberate. Now, I'm not saying you have to be super slow and you don't have to like reposition at the off every time, but in my mind, it used to be, my first dart used to be so good and my second and third dart were terrible. And that is because I would focus on my first dart and then my second and third dart would be like muscle trying to be rhythmic, but being rhythmic doesn't always work. So if you like really focus on each dart, and also if you switch targets, it's better if you focus, because for me, I know where the treble 19 is, as a lot of darts players do. Right. So you can go like this. You can go throw for treble 20. I want to switch to 19s, just do that. And do that, right? I'll throw a 96. Alright? Probably a bad example, but a lot of the time, that focus on that treble 19 isn't there, so you're not really throwing at it, you're just throwing in the general area. But like I say, I can throw both ways, and it depends how I'm throwing. If I'm not playing very well deliberately, I'll throw quick and try and find a rhythm. It's just adaptations in darts. There's a lot of good dart players that do it. So I mean, that's a 96, and that was deliberate as well. I bowled a 180 when I was having a chat with Chris Mason and Keith Darren, and that was 100% on me. Nice. I don't think I've ever played Keith. I've played with Keith in Super League and stuff, but I've never played against him. Keith's chalked a game of mine as well. Chalked it the wrong way round. I thought I had 79 left, I had 69 because I scored 79 to leave 69. And I need to bust my score. Funny stuff. Anyway, what's the time? 10 past 5 now. We're going to be on for probably another 5 or 10, I think. So if anyone's got any good questions, first dart is good. We don't focus enough after that. Expect second, third dart to follow. Exactly. And some people do. Some people are really good at finding that first dart and then going, right, just throw exactly the same. But I'm not any good at that. I can be at times, but sometimes I'm also not. So I'd rather be deliberate. The amount of chalk on that man's darts is ludicrous. Yeah, I know. Is it possible to change grip and become better or stick with what is most comfortable? It depends on if your grip's already good or not, and if you feel like it needs changing. If you think it needs changing, you can try it out. But again, it's about what feels comfortable. Michael Nolan, thank you for the follow. Like for me, I cannot physically hold the dart at the back. I don't know what it is. I can kind of grip the dart at the back, and I've looked at people's grips at darts at the back, but it also comes down to your stance and everything. So this is me holding from the rear. Right, they land really flat, which is quite funny because people say holding at the back kicks your darts up more, but not for me. So, you know, it's a very odd one. Hey, yeah, I remember we used to finish Super League games and have to like blow the chalk off the board. What did I average in that last game? 62. Oh, not bad, I suppose. I've got a Lilo and Stitch song stuck in my head because I was listening to it earlier with my son. Yes, I did say I was going to have a proper practice, but I've not even really had time for that. Time's gone by super quick. No, his darts are so small. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's using. Has he got Darts GB darts now? But they're very similar to his old Loxley ones. I threw his original darts that he won the World Championship with when he came to a local venue for like a. Loxley sponsored one of our local venues, who sponsored Keith. And I threw his actual darts that he played in the World Championship with. I got a 60, but they were so difficult to throw. Still uses Loxleys. Oh, interesting. I have to hold my dart at the back and rest my third finger under the front of the barrel. See, that's kind of how I throw, but I hold at the front. And then my finger goes under the point. Yeah, I can't throw like that at all. Kicks my darts way up. Apart from that one. But yeah, there's just some grips I look at and they look really comfortable, but I just can't physically do them. So I just, you know, stick with what I know. I wouldn't say I replicated it, but my grip's very similar to Martin Adams. So I met, and he was like probably one of my favourite players when I was growing up, because I used to watch a lot of BDO stuff. So just interesting that I have a very similar grip to him. Ugh, snatchy, snatchy. I haven't thrown too bad because I'm absolutely freezing. Do you find sometimes you begin to concentrate too much on how you throw and lose it completely? I try not to overanalyze my throw too much, which is why I said earlier to the guy, I can't remember his name, like, don't coach people through TikTok, because I think people with a weaker mind, well, not a weaker mind, but, you know, people who just take that on board and then try and think about things too much completely lose their throw. So for me, my throw has changed naturally through progression. Like, me throwing slowly, it wasn't me making that decision. It was just one day I turned up at Super League and I went into a game and my brain just would not let me throw at the pace I would usually throw at. Now I do it a little bit more consciously, but it's got to the point now where I've been doing it for quite a few months, so it's kind of second nature. Do you ever find your finger under the barrel flicks the dart too much or a little by accident? Not really. Can't comprehend how Phil Taylor grips a dart. Yeah, he like gripped it with like the top of his finger, didn't he? It was really weird. Oh wait, my dart's 23. My darts. Did tinker with throwing with some 21s, because I have got 21 gram versions of my darts, but they fly too quick. So I can hear my son like crying next door, and it is my partner's birthday today. And she's let me stream, so I will jump off in a second. Just because I don't want her having to deal with him while I'm messing about streaming. So, yes. I'll have a couple more visits and then that'll do us, I think. But I'm going to try and go live again at some point, potentially Sunday, I think. I would like to stream a little bit more often, but I just can't. Obviously, having a 1-year-old makes that quite difficult. But the streams are doing really well. We're getting quite a few followers from them, which is nice. So thank you, Shadow, it's much appreciated. None of her birthday presents have arrived. I ordered them because obviously being so close to Christmas, and my boy's birthday's a week before Christmas. And I've been ill, and my boy's been ill, so it's just been a bit of a struggle to get anything, and we're waiting for our presents to turn up from Amazon, and they haven't turned up. So Bailey, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a shit birthday for her. Oh, I'm going to get demonetised on YouTube now, I swore. Balls. Christopher, thank you for the follow. Shadow, thank you for the follow. Thank you, that's much appreciated. Keep doing what you're doing, mate. The content's been fantastic. Thank you, mate, much appreciated. I just need to find time to do... The streams do really well on TikTok, not so much YouTube, so I need to find a way to... Maybe I'll multi-stream, but then also record videos at the same time as streaming. Mondays I work from home now, and my boy's at nursery and my missus is at work, so on my lunch breaks and stuff I'll be filming some videos, so I should have some more YouTube content coming soon. I'm trying to, you know, I feel like I've still got stuff to add, even though I'm not one of the most followed creators out there. Like 5k when I first started would have been massive, but yeah, we're trying to get there. Obviously follow me on socials as well. Bailey, thank you for the roses, very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I use my own custom darts, Matador Darts 395s. There's a couple of posts out there about them. Blade 360 or Target Tour, I would recommend the Tour. All this Harrows board is pretty good, or the Mission Samurai Infinity. Anyway, right. Someone give me a checkout hit and then I'll end the live when I hit that checkout. Something relatively easy for me, not like a 170 or something. I'll end the live. I can't read. Boris, thank you for the follow. Big Fish, yeah, something. 121, we'll go 121. I can do that. It might take me a few attempts, but... We'll have 3 attempts at each checkout, right? So we'll go 121. I'll hit treble 14. tell you what, I'll have one more go at 121, then I'll have 3 goes at 170, and then we'll go 101, then we'll go Shanghai. Let's go straight to that. There you go, there's 121. Right, 170, we'll try it. Nope. I did it at 130 earlier on my start of the stream. Ugh. Alright, we'll have one more go at 170. Lewis, thank you for the follow. I'll try 101 in a second. Give this 170 one more go. Ooh. How's the board for you? Want to get one? Yeah, the board's really good. Really nice board actually. 101. 101's nice because I can afford to miss. Probably not seen live before any yet. To be fair, I don't go live that much. I've done a few before Christmas and then I've been doing them for about a week again, a couple of times. But yeah, I'm mainly a YouTube content creator. But I am trying to not change it, but I'm trying to go live more because TikTok has so much room for growth. I've gained a lot of subscribers this week on YouTube just from going on TikTok and telling people to move over. So you guys who are on TikTok, if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, head over to YouTube. So I do some long form content on there. I've been doing it for about 5 years now, or over 5 years. Started in June 2020. Oh, skipped it. Come across my For You page so you're getting put out. Yes. I also usually do lives at funny times of the day. I never do them like super late. It's normally like sort of just as people get home from work or school. So, you know, if you get home from work or school, want to stick something on, then yeah. What's your name? Mine's Danny. I'm called Kurt. It's on the back of my shirt. I don't really turn around though because I walk backwards so I can see the chat. So I very rarely turn around. But yeah, Kurt. Or Matador. If you want to call me Matador, that's fine. A lot of people do. Some people do in real life, even though they know me in real life, which is quite funny. It's not a nickname by any means. It's just the name I come up with for my channel when I first started it, and it's too late now to change. Anyway, I'm really struggling for these checkouts, so if someone can give me a 2-dart checkout, that'd be nice. Have you ever talked to Dan Coates? Not personally. Left some comments and stuff on his videos and stuff, and you know, but no. 98. We don't mind a 98. We'll do that. $98. Try to go double. Because there's a few ways you can go. Not if you do that. Definitely not if you do that. And someone said 78, so if I hit a straight 20, at least I've got 78 left. Oh dear. Right, let's throw like I would throw normally, as I was saying earlier. Approach the oppie, up you go. Same results. What's my average? I average about 70 in Super League, and at home I average pretty rubbish most of the time. 180 for a Galaxy. What, the chocolate bar or TikTok reward? Oh my word. Right, let me focus. Do you think go to Q School next year? 68 I say your averages. I think it's just above 68 according to Super League stats. I might go to Q School next year. It kind of depends where I'm at, because like I say, if I'm averaging about 68 at the minute. I want to be averaging 75 consistently before I even think about going to Q school, so I'd have to be doing that within the next few months. So can't get the first treble, and then when I go for 18s, I can't even do it. Right, I'll tell you what, we'll go 5 more goes, then I'll stop, because I've been trying to say they're in the live for ages. Just always have some Mackies, big up. Good man. I think we're having some. I think that's what we're doing in a minute actually, because I said it's my partner's birthday, and generally what we do on each other's birthdays is get a takeaway. Do I ever play K-Flex? I did. My average is just under 70. If you're talking consistent. I used to use K-Flex for about a year and then stopped using them. Started using normal flights and stems. And I've gone to L style now. Oh, I've hit the treble and I've hit that all. You too, Jack, thanks for joining. God, I'm terrible. What is happening up? It's because I'm not throwing properly. I'm not throwing properly. Let me throw properly. Marshy's in the building. Here he is. How's it going? I'm not going to be on for too much longer, but thank you for jumping in, saying hello. Right, let's. Am I going to the Very Open this year? I am indeed. My entry is paid for because I've done the poster. Let's go double, shall we? No, we won't. Ignore me. How am I? I'm all good, mate. Thank you. Just been. Well, I was at work for half a day today. It's my partner's birthday. She's let me play for a little bit. And then I've got to jump off in a moment so we can order her a takeaway. Right, tell you what. Let's go 9 darts. So 3 visits to try and check out 98. So I'm trying to do it for like 5 minutes. Starting from now. Thank you, Lewis. I think everyone that asked me to do a 98 checkout is basically all gone now. Ooh. Why are you buying viewers? I am absolutely not. If I was buying viewers, I wouldn't have 13 active viewers. I would have hundreds, if not thousands. So also, I've just spent 170 quid to go and play in a darts event next month, which I'm not going to win any prize money at. So if you think I've got the money to be buying viewers, you are having a laugh. I want my money back. Yeah, exactly. I actually have 3 viewers, but I bought 10. That's all I can afford. Oh. Ever heard of a joke, you snowflake? Yeah, the problem is have you ever heard of the English language, right? Where across in text, sarcasm and jokes don't come across as well because you actually have to speak to, you know, use phonetic words, and there's a word for it where you speak in a certain way, which is called sarcasm. Like I could be like, oh no, really? That's sarcastic. Or I could say, oh no, really? Different tone of voice. So that's the English language in a nutshell. And jokes are meant to be funny, absolutely. The guy's next comments can be like, oh, rage baited. Well, funny. Nah, That's the English language in a nutshell. Asa, thank you for the follow. Kurt, do you know who won the tournament in the end? It was Aisling. Aisling, who's at Q School this week, averaged 91 yesterday, but lost in the second game. Head's gone. That's the one, yeah. Head's gone. Head's gone, or rage baited, or, you know, whatever. But like, to come, like, I'd understand if I knew the guy, but I don't know him. He's joined for the first time and gone, why are you buying viewers? As if like, so, but then also, it's called a joke, but he's also saying it because he 100% knows I'm live streaming to like 13 people. So he's basically gone, oh, this guy hasn't got many viewers, let's pretend he's bought viewers. Ha ha ha. Even dropping your darts. Drop my darts all the time. The funny thing is, I probably earned more money from this stream than what Dara has from sitting on his arse doing nothing apart from comment on my stream. And I earned about 20p from this stream, so joke's on you, Dara, because I can spend that 20p on a Freddo. What have you got? You should write a book with the amount you talk. Yeah, see, the other thing is because I'm live streaming, right, I have to talk. Because that's the whole purpose of a live stream. Otherwise I'd be standing here throwing, you know, in silence, and then I'd have no viewers at all, and I would have to buy some viewers. All good fun. All entertaining. I'm glad I didn't hit that 90 out checkout now, because Dara's actually giving me a laugh for the evening. Not for his jokes, just because of the human being that he is. You've gained 25 viewers just because of me. Yeah, mate, I'll pay you 20p. Give me your PayPal email, right, and I'll pay you 20p. I'll pay you the 20p for joining my stream. If you want the money that badly. I'm up to 41 viewers now, so cheers, Dara. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. It's because everyone's mugging you off in the chat, and because of the chat rate, it's up to putting my live out to more people. So, have you tried Q School? No, I haven't, because I'm not good enough for Q School, and I'll happily admit that. When are you going to write the book? Oh yeah, I didn't even realise that, did I? I spelled it wrong. What's my average? Just under 70. I'm going to write the book with my left hand because it's not right if you write with your left. Or it is right. Who knows? Rob Cross 95k or Little Gym ones? I don't know. Any tips on going pro? Seem good enough for Q School? I am absolutely not. Definitely not good enough for Q School. See, when people say that, it's really difficult to tell, because I know some people genuinely ask that question thinking that I'm a very good player, and I am better than, you know, people who average 45, but it just comes across that, I don't know, maybe people just don't see many people that play that well. I don't know, very strange. Yeah, I'd say 95k's, they look nicer. Do you have a girlfriend? Me? I do. It's actually her birthday today and she let me play darts on live and speak to people like Dara. Ooh. I'm not saying people have called me good, but as I said before, similar to when you made your joke earlier, Dara, people just ask a question and you don't get the context or the tone of voice, right? I do have a child, believe it or not, and that is why I'm not taking her out for dinner, because trying to get someone to look after a sick child is another thing. Anyway, I'm going to jump off the live in a minute because for some reason my TikTok is saying I'm inactive because I haven't done anything on my live studio for a while, and I'm trying to drag a puzzle piece and it's been really delayed. So, Dara, thank you for giving everyone a laugh, mate, because I'm by no means a comedian. So, you know, more than welcome to follow and join my next live, Dara, because as I said, you did get me some followers and I'll pay you for it as well. What else? Oh, yes, I hope they're worth it. They should be, mate. Do you think darts will convert Swiss point quick in time? Yeah, probably. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining, especially Dara. It's much appreciated. I'm going to buy a McDonald's with the 20p that I made from Dara's input. So, thank you very much. My average is just under 70. Take after your child. Dara is Dara P. O'Flynn. Are you Irish, Dara? That's probably why you're not very funny. Because my nan was Irish, and she wasn't funny either. Anyway, cheers everyone, see you later. Thank you for joining. I'll see you on Sunday, Dara, when I'm next going to be live. And see you later, YouTube people.